And now to Mesa, Arizona. Jodi Arias has wild sex with her 30-year-old lover, Travis Alexander, all day, even photographing the sex. But just minutes after sex, she slashes his throat ear to ear, shoots Travis, and stabs him 29 times, leaving him to decompose in his shower stall. Well, tonight, Jodi Arias' retrial set to commence. But here at the 11th hour, Arias fires her lawyers again and announces she will represent herself. Well, word to the wise, a man who represents himself has a fool for a client. And at this hour, apparently Jodi Arias saying she wants Hollywood superstar Angelina Jolie to play her, Arias, on the big screen.
To this day, I can hardly believe I was capable of such violence. It's the worst thing I ever could have seen myself doing.
I don't want to have to see my brother's murderer anymore.
And for that, I'm going to be sorry for the rest of my life.
Do you think that you deserve to die?
Well, I don't know that it's about deserving. I just know that I just don't want to hurt people anymore.
For those of you just joining us, as the trial set to commence, the retrial of Jodi Arias on the death penalty phase of her guilty verdict, she was found guilty in the murder of Travis Alexander, her 30-year-old lover. She has announced she's firing her lawyers, and she will, in fact, represent herself. Joining me is Brian Skoloff, author of Killer Girlfriend, the Jodi Arias story. Brian, thank you for being with us. What do you make of Arias' decision that she will represent herself?
Well, thank you, Nancy. It's good to be with you. Obviously, it's an interesting wrinkle, as you said, at the 11th hour here. Her current attorneys will stay on as advisory counsel because she has to have a death penalty certified attorney with her, but she will be serving as her own attorney, at least as of now. She's tried this before and changed her mind and went back to having an attorney, so there's nothing saying that she may not do that again. But as of now, she plans to represent herself in this second penalty phase and hoping that she can convince the jury to spare her life.
Let me ask you this, Brian Skoloff, author of Killer Girlfriend, the Arias story. What do you think was the tipping point? What made, there'll be plenty of those makeup jobs before representing herself at trial in the upcoming penalty phase. What pushed her over the edge to make her fire her lawyers again and announce she will represent herself?
You know, they have been at odds from the beginning over how to present the case, her and her own attorneys, and it sort of reached a tipping point after her conviction when she gave multiple media interviews against the advice of her attorneys, and they were really not happy with that. And it's just the relationship has grown contentious from there. Kirk Nermy told the judge in court yesterday when the judge allowed this to happen that he and his client have differing opinions of how to proceed with the case. So there's clearly conflict between the attorneys. Jodi has her own way that she wants to go forward with the case. It's not in her best interest, according to her attorneys. Even the judge told her that.
All along, Skoloff, she's never followed her lawyer's advice. Remember the ill-fated post-verdict interview she gave? They warned her not to do it. They told her not to do it. She did it. It's going to come in against her in court. Take